So I have some thoughts this morning on being old. My dear friend Bill Zahner, who passed away recently, was my old coach. He was teaching me how to be old because he knew how to be old. He knew how to do it gracefully. He knew how to have fun. And so he's helped me think about this a lot. So here are some pointers on how to deal with old people. Some do's and don'ts. One of the first don'ts is don't refer to an old person as young man or young lady. You know, waitresses come up and sometimes they'll say, "Well, what can I get for you this morning, young lady?" That is so demeaning that you just should never do that. Don't give them the senior discount unless they ask for it. And if they ask for it, then ask for their ID. It'll make their day. Trust me. Don't ask them if they're retired when you meet them in a social situation. That's stereotyping. They don't like that. Don't act like it's, quote, cute when they do something unexpected, especially something that requires physical exertion. Oh, isn't that something? Look at him. He's trying to ride a skateboard. Oh, look at that old man out there on the skis. That's just great. Isn't that just great? Don't do that. Why do we assume that old people can't do things? Do treat them with respect and listen to what they have to say, because they've traveled the road ahead of us. They have a lot of important lessons to impart. The only problem is that some people, especially some of the younger ones, are more interested in the Kardashians than they are with their grandpa. One of the things Bill Zahner used to say, he was 84 years old, so I just wish they would ask me questions sometime. Just ask me questions and want to know my opinion about things. So ask them questions. Now, your grandpa might be an irascible old coot. That's all right. That's part of their charm. And let me tell you why they're an irascible old coot. Because they feel bad most of the time. Unfortunately, a lot of old people didn't take care of themselves. They didn't know they were going to live this long. They didn't eat right, they didn't exercise, so their joints are stiff, their heads are foggy sometimes, they're tired, most of them are overweight. They don't feel good. They hurt a lot. But that's their reality. Let them be that way and talk to them. They have a lot of important things to say, and so many of those folks went through World War II. And boy, oh boy, I know many of them don't like to talk about it, but in my opinion, they deserve a little bit more respect than the old cliche, "Thank you for your service." Ask them some questions, get them to tell stories. Old people love to tell stories, and they got some really good ones. So one of the things that I admired about Bill Zahner was that even in his 80s, right up to the end, Bill was still learning every single day. He was learning something new. And he was improving. He prided himself on his paintings, that every time he did a painting, each one was better than the last. And although he did have his opinions about things, those opinions were not so hardened that he wouldn't listen to the opinions of others. And that's a rare thing for some older people, that they get so hardened in their opinions that there is no tolerance for other points of views. So Bill taught me also that it's important to, or possible to have fun when you're old. Even though, as he said, you hurt all over, you can still have fun. And he loved life, he enjoyed life, and he was a good role model in that regard. So here's a quick little clip of Bill talking about being old. I hope you enjoy it. And I'll put some more up here. And if you have any comments about it, please let me know in the comments section. Let's start a dialogue about this.
Here's more good advice for you on how to be an old person. You just get to where you just really don't really care what you think. So you get to say stuff like that when you get old. And getting old happens at 80 years and 3 months. Now, I've been a geezer for 4 years now. And it's possible to have a great time being an old guy. So take my advice and learn how to do this. That's for people you're not sure about. 2 eyebrows are for people you are sure about. That's for those special people.